Hey guys, it's me, Corellius. I wanted to stop by and say that I'm gonna take a break from YouTube. Right now, I feel a little lost, questioning why I'm doing YouTube and whether I should keep doing YouTube and what it means to me. And I think perhaps I've just been too too into it. I guess you could say to a certain extent. What I'm trying to say is feels like I'm trying to do YouTube too much, and I feel like every game I play is a missed opportunity to record and upload for the sake of content, and I don't like that feeling at all. I don't like it. It's like I miss being able to just play a video game, take in its narrative, its world building, its themes, and every time I try to play a game off screen, I think to myself, why don't I just make content out of this? And I'm feeling a little burned out. And also questioning whether I should continue YouTube altogether, because sharing is one thing, but there's really no essence when it comes to sharing if it's not with another person. And if you're someone who's watched my videos through and through and you've stuck around, I want to personally thank you, and I appreciate it very much. I'm not giving up on YouTube. Alright, I'm not giving up. I'm taking a break. Give myself time to rest and talk about some of the things that I've been wanting to work on as of late. And recently, I've been working on a redubbing for Spider-Man 3 for the PS2. Of course, all of it is just for fun. And it's if I were to go through with it, it's gonna be a semi-big project. I say semi-big because of how long the video is gonna be. You know, it's as long as a playthrough, but then I've questioned how I want to go about it, whether I want it to be just redubbing cutscenes or throwing in gameplay, how much gameplay. But I just wanted feedback, criticism, constructive criticism, so I don't have to do more work than I need to, so that people don't have to skip through the stuff that I take the time to make. And that's not a problem. It's just burning energy that isn't required. And then here in the background, I just have footage running of me playing Sifu recently. I'm telling you, man, Sifu's one hell of a fun game. It's one of those games where I feel like I could just keep recording endlessly and uploading videos. Man, this is something I really had a lot of fun with, and because of that, I didn't mind uploading. Um, well, I guess there's no incentive. Uh, yeah, I guess I'll explain a little bit about myself. Sounds narcissistic, but I mean, if you guys get to know me a little bit, I wouldn't mind getting to know you guys a little bit too. Uh, these past few years have been my toughest, especially when it comes to changes, good and bad. And it's been a really, really long time since I felt like myself in its purest essence. Let's see, we're in 2025, right? Okay, so sometime in 2021, I think it was 2021, or was it 2020? Hell, maybe it was even later than that. 2022, maybe, maybe late 2022. I started having health issues. I mean, doesn't everybody? But this was very new to me. Well, doesn't everyone have new issues? At some point during it was over the course of time, I had been feeling weaker, sluggish, tired. I've been feeling below 100%. And at some point, it got so bad where I temporarily lost. Well, not lost completely, but my eyesight became blurred. My sense of balance was irregular. Everything felt and looked like it was twisting and turning, like a not like a roller coaster. Roller coasters are fast, and I felt very lightheaded and nauseous, and it had me on the ground. So I figured the only thing I knew that I could do was to figure out what it was. So I went to my nearby clinic. I had to walk there, which was it was tricky, risky, but doable. And afterward, I had been, or how do I word it? Sorry, I'm not good with words most of the time. When I'm thinking too much. Let me be a little more direct and less think. Okay, so blood test. I need blood test. Go check it out. What's up with me? And it was pretty simple. According to the papers, it said it was just very low on vitamin D. Like, you know, low. I wouldn't say a bare minimum. That's like, exaggerating a bit, but just low enough to cause side effects that I had previously mentioned. And since then, family matters, economy matters, and household, shelter situations, all that occurred after 2022, and it did not help at all with my well-being. It was terrible. I did not like it. No one would like it. So without saying too much, I'll just put you in a position. Let's say you're someone who needs I'm being too extra. Okay, I'll just say. So without me further explaining things and context in its most simplistic, direct form of communication, I had to give up my home, move into someone else's home, and then finally move back into a place I can mainly call my home. And during the time where I moved in the home B, which is after having to give up my home A, my health deteriorated due to malnourishment, and that malnourishment was the effect of adult incompetence, stupidity, poor choices, and this was all out of my control because these weren't my choices. This incompetence wasn't from me. This stupidity did not come from me. And it was mind-boggling to allow oneself to deteriorate because of someone else's choices. I don't want to play the blaming game because that does not portray my character in true intentions as much as I want to bring up anger and frustration. Those feelings do not need to be brought out. There's no need. It is okay. That was in the past. It was in that time where I was trying to figure out my condition and what I can do to improve it. And since it's vitamin D, I thought maybe the reason why I became so deteriorated before being at house B was because of my lack of sunlight, lack of being out in the sun. If anyone knows, sunlight gives vitamin D. And now that I think about it, from here today, now that I think about it, there's no way. It could be something else, but there's no way such deterioration could be the result of no sunlight. So I've been getting my sunlight from the past of getting sunlight, and eating foods and getting enough nutrition was not a part of my living during my time in House B, and that was for maybe a year and a half, hell, maybe even 2 years. And the environment was not mostly compromised of peace amongst adults, which was it's very tiresome, very very draining, and not a peaceful environment, which could bring about a negative mindset, especially if it's for such a long period of time. That negative mindset can be ingrained in there. And then finally, once I moved into house C, which is where I'm in right now, a lot of things happened. There was many times where there was no peace, and I would love to get into the specifics and the details, but I don't want to be narcissistic. I don't want to be narcissistic. I don't want to be talking about myself so much to such an extent, thinking I'm such a high value individual. I'm a commoner, alright? I'm just like you. I'm just like people. Try to be normal. Yeah, I'm in house C, 2025, time has passed. A lot of bad things in the past, and I wouldn't say I'm happy, but I am in an environment where there is peace. There's I'm in a peaceful environment. And the adults are being slightly competent. I'm in a home where there is some semblance of peace. And when you go without peace for like 7 years, when you go without peace for 7 years and you finally achieve some form of it, it just draws out a lot of feelings that you keep inside you. My time's almost up because the footage is getting close to ending. Sorry that this wasn't a high octane energy video of cool stuff and whatnot. You know, people tend to just skim and skip over and be very brain rot, fish attention span. And this is not a good age and time for me to even start a YouTube channel. But I did it for the sake of what this channel stands for, which is, I think, in the description, not of the video, but of my channel. It was play, create, chill, and share. And I need all four of those elements, and I can't do it. I cannot do it without you guys. This YouTube channel is not just a me thing, it's an us thing, it's a we. My goal is to be a part of something. That's what I want. I am a person where what I want most is what I lack most. If I want to be involved in a community with loving people and having a good time and sharing, playing, creating, that's because I lack all of those things. Very much so. And I try not to compare myself to other YouTubers, which is not that hard to do. Although the small amount of views I get is a little discouraging, a little bit, but that's understandable. I still make videos. I'm just gonna take a break. Anywho, that's all I wanted to talk about. If you've been through anything harsh, whether it's just like me, worse, less worse, doesn't matter how small, how minor or major, pull through. Pull through it. Do your best. Do your best. Because I know you can. And no one can tell you no. I believe in you.